Friends, you might be born the same day with somebody, but your destinies are quite different. Your time, different. Your season, different. You might be twins from the same womb, born the same day. Your timeline is different. And that is why if you go to pluck fruits, especially fruit like guava fruit, for instance, you could see one stem holding maybe 2-3 fruits. But out of these 2-3, only one among them will be ripe. And then you begin to wonder, then why? Because all of them must have come forth at the same time. One is ripe, then the others are yet to be ripe. Why? Because the time for each and every one of them is different. Now, when you understand that there is an appointed time for everything, the stress you go through in life will be reduced, because you will know that everything that ought to be will certainly come to be. However, when you refuse to do that which you are supposed to do, that which is supposed to come to be might not come to be. You have the capacity to make choices, and the choices you make ends up making you. And when you are made by that choice, you are left to regret or to be happy at the end, because for every cause there is a corresponding effect. And that is why in life, whatever you are doing, you have to be very careful, because you can be aborting the plan of God for your life because of your actions. For instance, it is the will of God for you to be here and study and graduate and become a wonderful person in the society tomorrow. But no matter how intelligent you are, maybe you've been scoring B and C, and then you want to say to yourself, come on, I need to do something this time, but I'm not going to study, but I'm going to at least upgrade myself. And maybe you are telling that to your friends, and your friends say to you, guy, you see, you're not going to study, and you want to upgrade. How? Say, come on. Come on, don't you know that I can take microchips into the hall, and through that I can upgrade myself. Now, you take something into the hall, and after taking the microchip into the hall, and then at the end of it all, maybe after 3 papers, you are caught. What happens? You are rusticated, right? And when after the rustication, the plan of God for your life already becomes an aborted case. But is that God that aborted it? No. You aborted it because of the choice you have made. Many of us today, we are unknowingly aborting the plan of God because of the kind of life we live. We are so proud of ourselves. And you know what? Many of us refuse to remember that the first batch that we ever took was done by somebody else. And the last batch that we will ever have will be done by somebody else. And no matter how beautiful or how handsome you look, how intelligent you are, how smart you are, how Holy Ghost carrying brother you are, sister you are going to end like every other person. You are from dust, and unto dust you shall what? Return. And you know, one funny thing that we do is this. When we brag about who we are, we look down on every other person. Friends, I am not saying that it is bad for you to value yourself. In fact, if you don't value yourself, you are a fool. Yeah, I'm not saying when you are walking on the road, you're supposed to be walking like somebody that the rain has beaten. No. You have to have self-esteem, self-worth. That is perfect. That is wonderful. But when you begin to look down every other person and see every other person as rags, as nobodies, as people that you are just better than, you are heading to your damnation, because